Everyone was screaming, people were falling down and tripping all over the place.
Another deadly school shooting, this time at a high school near Los Angeles. Good evening and thank you for being with us. I'm Clarita.
And I'm Barbara Lee Edwards. 2 students were killed, 3 others were wounded in that shooting. It happened at Saugus High School in Santa Clarita this morning. Students took cover, others ran for their lives. News 8's Richard Allen is live near the campus tonight with an update on the situation. Richard?
And Carlo and Barbara Lee, while we are not naming the alleged shooter, police tell us that it is a student here at Saugus High School who had just turned 16 years old today, arriving early on campus and for whatever reason undertaking this horrific shooting spree, killing 2 fellow students, injuring 3 others. Tonight, investigators are trying to figure out why.
Multiple shots fired, possibly people down.
Thursday morning's deadly school shooting in the ordinarily quiet community of Saugus High School in Santa Clarita, 30 miles north of Los Angeles, in disbelief.
For it to happen here is just, I can't even comprehend it. It doesn't make sense to me how this could happen here.
Police say at around 7:30 this morning, a student at Saugus High School pulled a .45 caliber handgun out of his backpack and then opened fire in the school's quad.
My friend described it as he heard 1, 2, everyone started screaming and running. There was a little bit of a pause, 3, 4, 5. And that was it.
The gunman shot 5 fellow students, 2 of them fatally, a 16-year-old girl and 14-year-old boy. 3 other teens were rushed to the hospital. The shooter then turned the gun on himself, firing a bullet into his head.
It was police surrounding the fence of the school, and everything was in lockdown. And then the SWAT team started rolling in. They all started just coming in, and then they started going inside the school.
Following the shots, and before anyone realized the gunman had incapacitated himself, the school was placed into lockdown.
Turned off all the lights, locked all the doors, barricaded all the doors.
Senior Luis Rubio feared the worst.
I never got to say goodbye to my parents.
After the lockdown was lifted, most students were rushed to a nearby park for safety to be reunited with their parents. A chaotic scene.
It's like a war zone out here, kind of.
And I saw all kinds of kids running up the street, screaming, crying, yelling.
As the 3 students injured remain hospitalized, as does the gunman, listed in grave condition, investigators are now working feverishly to determine a motive.
We got to figure out what are we doing wrong and how can we stop this from happening in the future.
And we've just received word that of those 3 students who were shot and rushed to the hospital, one of them, a 14-year-old boy, has been released. 2 others, girls, 2 girls remain hospitalized, one of whom we understand will be undergoing surgery later this evening. Carlo and Barbara Lee.
Richard Allen reporting live. Thank you, Richard.